Hello everybody, my name is Kristen. Thank you so much for stopping at my channel. So sorry for the lighting, first of all. The lighting changes so much in this video. I am filming the intro after I've already filmed this because I've had to refilm multiple parts and it still kind of is awful. So if lighting's a big deal for you, it's good seeing you. Have a good day. You won't want to watch this. And I am going to do my full binder collection video today and it's going to be really fun. I just have it open to my favorite page in all of my binders, and I'm really excited to just get into it and start. So let's get into the first binder, which isn't this one. Okay, so this is my first binder. It's the first BTS binder, and I always start my binder off with group pictures. So I just have 2 pages of that. I'm not gonna lie, these pages always get stuck in this binder, so I kind of want to change it, but and then for BTS I collect Namjoon and Yoongi, but because they're only 2 members, I do collect a 3rd member almost, well, pretty much every single time, just because there's usually, obviously it's 9 pockets, so 3 pockets across. And then I do have a lot of OT7 sets, because I could not help it. And I love this group. But like here, these were almost all of these were pulls, I think. If I pull Namjoon or Yoongi, I typically would just buy whatever member was the cheapest. But usually I didn't pull them, so I would just fill in the last member that I didn't pull just as a 3rd one and keep it as that. These are the vinyl PCs. It really gets stuck all the time. I really don't like these binders at all. The pages are fine. They work, but like, I don't know what it is. They just get stuck very easily. I really love this collection, but I haven't had to like add anything to it recently besides the solos, because this collection has been complete for so long. And there still are places that I need to put fillers, but I did this so long ago. You can't see that. For Map of the Soul 7. I did 2 OT7 sets because it just made more sense. Because otherwise the pages would have been all mixed up, and that wouldn't have been cool. And I wouldn't have liked it. I love how hollow those are. All the B lucky draws. I love looking at those. And I do have OT7 for these as well. I never know how to do them. I might just fold them back up and put them in a 9 pocket, but I haven't decided yet because then I don't know what to do with these. So for now, that's how it's going to stay until I can think of something better. I also do oldest to youngest because Namjoon is my first bias and Yoongi is also my bias. I am double biased, but Namjoon was my bias first, if that makes sense. I just didn't know what to do because I wanted Namjoon and Yoongi to be together, but it's impossible. So I know there is a way to do it, but like it didn't look good and then it felt weird. So I might change it, put Namjoon first, because all of my other binders are leader first except for BTS. And I really like having leader first, but because then here I do Yoongi first because it's age order, and then Namjoon's in the middle. So I would have to change literally everything, and I just don't know what I would do. And then these 3 I got at the LA shows and the Vegas shows, and there's a picture of me right there. So we're just gonna cover that up because nobody needs to see that. I did not look good that day, but. All the B photos. And proof photos. Oh my goodness. There is still one I'm looking for, but I keep forgetting I'm looking for it every time I go looking for cards. This isn't a difficult card to find. I don't remember exactly what lucky draw it is, but it isn't a difficult card to find. I've seen it a lot. I just have never bought it. And then here we have, you know, the solos. I do have 3 dupes, which will come in handy when the reprint comes out. I mean, it's already come out, but once I finally get it. I haven't gone to Target to get the Target exclusive card, so once I do that, and I already ordered multiple things from Weavers, so much gin. I really love the gin pages. They look so good. I don't know how to make that look good, but you know, whatever. The Namjoon pages are my absolute favorite because he just looks so nice in all of these, all of the time. Eventually, I did just want a page of all things that were just all of the like fabric cards, but then this is the vinyl card, so I had to move it, and I can't find these anywhere, so I'll figure that out eventually. I think it looks okay for now. It doesn't look good, but it looks okay. So these are not done by store, I don't believe. I just did what I thought looked good. So the backs don't look good. But, you know, whatever. Here are the postcards. And the postcards. And the Jimin, who I really love. I do eventually want to get 4 more Jimins, but it's not a huge priority at this moment. And then the Yoongis, which was so much fun to collect. I kind of said I would go all out for Namjoon and Yoongi and no one else. And then I went all out for everyone. So, as all out as I could. I definitely went more all out for Namjoon and Yoongi than everyone else. But, like, Yoongi has how many pages? Yoongi has so many pages. So, Yoongi is 7 pages. So, I went more all out for Yoongi, but I know Namjoon is saying he's going to have another release, so that will all even out then. And then there's just some Japanese cards and BTS World cards, and the Photofolio cards that I have no idea how I'm going to put together, because I forgot that they have 5 cards each. But I did get everyone's Photofolios. And then the book cards, which these are the worst feeling things I've ever seen in my entire life. And then the last thing in this binder is the Map of the Soul of the Journey. I don't really know why I have these, but I do, and I like them, but I have nothing else to put on this page. So we can move on to the large inclusion binder. Okay, so these are from the, I think it was a 2017 D-Icon magazine. I became a fan in 2018, so I went back and got whatever I could, and for some reason this was something I got. I don't really know why I got it, but I do love it. These are also that. This is just a collab stuff. I don't do collabs at all, but I do have that. Here is some butter and Permission to Dance. I think these were from maybe like the Vegas hotel stay thing. I don't remember off the top of my head, but oops, it's cut off. This is from Las Vegas, and this I just got as a freebie one time, so I kept it. These are all from the mic pins, and because I had to get all of them, but I only got one for each member. So these are all DVD cards for non-Yoongi members, non-Yoongi and Namjoon members, except for this one. I had a dupe of this one, and I just can't sell it. For some, I can't get myself to sell it. It is so cute, and I want 2 of them, so I have 2 of them. But usually if I have a card from another member, I pulled it. I can't not pull it. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. This is from 2020 Season's Greetings. This is from the Army membership. It's also the first and last ARMY membership I ever bought. I bought the actual, like, membership, but I never bought the merch package ever again. It's just not my thing. The winter package. This is supposed to be in order, but I know it's not. Because my brain is just kind of mush, and I can't remember what happened in what years, when and why and how. This is from the 22 Seasons greetings and Little Wishes. Apparently, I'm really bad at this. These should be in age order, but I guess I just did Yoongi and Namjoon first and then everybody else. I really do change it every single time I do anything. In the soup, Namjoon's first, Yoongi's second. I have no order of how I do anything, apparently. But I will eventually rearrange this so everything matches, but just not yet. Not yet. I believe these were also the Vegas ones. Oh, these were from if you went to like the art pop-up thing. You got that with a ticket, I believe. These are from the Galaxy Buds. Honestly, my favorite headphones that I own. And then from the D-Day calendar, the Festa calendar. I always think that this is in the wrong spot. It's not. They just... Yeah. Maybe he was like gone that day. Here we go with this one. This is all the Suzu. And then the Galaxy Bud lenticulars. I don't know if that can actually be seen, but I don't think so. Well, it's not that interesting anyway, so it doesn't matter. This is from the Deco kit. I honestly forgot I bought that, but we're back to Jin and Yoongi being first, and Namjoon being in the middle. I think I made this side my favorite side, because I love these two cards, or love these two sides so much. This is a great side too. Blonde Hobie is everything to me. And I tried to make this one like the glasses side because I didn't know what to do. This makes me want to scream, and so does that. So, you know. I did have a reason. I just can't really explain the reason. Here's some proof. I think these were the Pobs. I did pull Jin, so I bought the other two. Actually, I think I pulled Jin and Namjoon, so I only had to buy Yoongi's, which is nice. That's why Yoongi's is the only one wrapped up. All the postcards for proof. I keep going back and forth about whether or not I want to put all of them with the photo cards and have all of the eras together, but I also just don't know if I want to do that. These are for all of the, like, made by BTS merch things. Still some of the best sweatpants I've ever owned in my entire life. I use this a stupid amount. I bring this everywhere. This got tangled and I can't untangle it, so I need to bring it to someone who can give me a new chain, because the first time I wore it, it was unusable. So, I love pins so much. These are brooches, so I never really know where to put them or what to do with them, but they're still gorgeous, and I love having Tae's art anywhere. And this was the only thing I can get of JK's, was the pink sweatshirt. And then all of the making logs for all of those things. Truly, I think this is displayed in my living room, and it just looks so good. Like, you cannot tell that it's anything like BTS related, and I just really love it. And that is the end of the BTS large inclusion binder. So we can go to the last BTS binder, which is this one. Sorry about the glare. My lighting is not the best right now. So this binder is just my Namjoon and Yoongi DVD stuff. I really love this binder. I think it's really great. But this is nowhere near complete. This is not a thing that I am trying to complete. Yoongi is expensive, and I'm terrified of getting scammed. I've gotten scammed so many times. So I'm very used to it, but also I don't want to get scammed again. These cards, I only see them a minimum at like $30 each. So I don't start having Yoongi until here. I will eventually want to get his cards, but I'm just not ready to spend that amount of money just yet. So it's mostly Namjoon just hanging by himself. And a Hobie. And this was a card I got scammed on. It is very clear that it is fake. And for some reason, I just had it in my binder as if it wasn't fake for so long. It was like 2 months ago when I realized. I was like, oh, that's like incredibly fake. Like, it's so pixelated. And it's so bad. But I keep it in here because I don't know what to do with it. But I don't want to throw it away because at the end of the day, it's still Yoongi. But that's the end of the DVD binder and the end of BTS. So now we can move on to the next binder. So this is my TXT binder. And honestly, I love it and hate it at the same time. I just cannot decide if I love it. I think it looks great, but I also really, really kind of hate the setup. But I can't think of a setup I like better because I don't like 5 patterns. But this is the only thing that made sense, was just to do 5 across like that and then just put fillers on the side. So that's what all of the pages are. But like, I hate pages like this so much. Like, I hate that I just had to skip that. But I did try to double side it and I lasted a whole 20 minutes. But I got terrified of the cards getting damaged. So I will just have to hold the pages up because the glare is very bad. But I do love these pages at the end of the day. I do collect OT5 TXT just because, honestly, I find it easier than just collecting 1 member or 2 members or 3 members. OT5 is somehow so easy for me. I always finish their collections so fast, and I don't even really try half the time, so I really appreciate all of the hard work they put into this for making it as easy as it is. I decided to do OT5 not in this era, but this is when I realized it could possibly be really easy. But this one, not this one, these are all the Star Secret cards, but this one is where I got all the cards so fast that I was just like, well, might as well keep everything. And also, I don't have a bias in TXT. I've tried. It's impossible. I don't know how people do it. I physically cannot choose between any of them, and it's hard. I really don't get it. This is also where I started doing lucky draws, though. This lucky draw was the worst thing I've ever possibly tried to get in my life. It was impossible. This one was easier, and like, look at that dimple. How is that easier than this one? I don't understand. But I paid a stupid amount of money for that card just to finish that set. And I still to this day have not found anything cheaper. So I made a good decision, I think. But I also do not ever want to pay that much again. So and here are all the lucky draws for Good Boy Gone Bad. I just did the first set. They did have a second set of all 3 stores, but I passed on that. Maybe in the future, but TXT as a whole costs a lot of money. And if I get 1, I have to get all 5. So if I had a bias, I would just do their things. But since I don't, I feel like I have to get everyone's. And that's a lot. But album cards, so easy. Like, here was this Good Boy Gone Bad? It's the only Japanese album I collected, just because I think I found a set of OT5 for like 3 of these sets or something, between like the 6 of them that I have, and I was like, well, yeah, why not? And that was it. I had to do it. I don't know if I'll go back. Their other ones are incredibly expensive. And I know they also dropped a whole bunch of new pops for the earlier eras, but like, I don't know if I'll go back and do that because then all my counting will be off. So I think I'm just gonna stick with what I have and just keep going forward. For this one, I'm so proud of this actually. For Temptation, I did everything by the concept, and like it worked out so perfectly, and it looks so good. Like this is one of my favorite pages in this entire binder, and possibly in all of my binders. I just think they look so good. Like, hello, this looks so good. Oh man, I'm so glad I get to do this. I'm also so glad I don't have to do a 5 pattern, because that would drive me insane. And obviously I do leader first. Can't believe I'm almost done with this binder, and I didn't mention that. This goes with nothing, so I had to do something with it. And then we have all the units. The only unit I didn't get was Subin and Yeonjun, because of course I didn't. But I got everybody else's, so I was very happy about that. But out of all the units I couldn't have gotten, literally could have been any of them. Of course, it was going to be the most expensive unit that they have. It just looks so good together in my opinion, and I really love it. And then I think these are the target cards, and then these are the member cards. And the stickers. And here, this is from Shine Together, and then Act Lovesick, and Act Lovesick Japan. And then here are DVD cards that I pulled. I think this is from not the first memories. I didn't buy the first memories when it first came out, so I bought it without a card. So this is the second memories and the third memories, and apparently all I pull is Subin. I don't collect full group for that, it's just not worth it. It's so expensive. Also, Subin wants to be here, so I'll keep him. And this is who I pulled Yeonjun for Shine Together, and then the OT5 set for Act Lovesick. They just look so nice all the time. I think for all the posters and postcards and everything, I do eventually want to collect OT5, but for right now, I just at least have one of every member, every era. So I am good with that for now, but this I got in a Makari order. It was just a part of it, so I kept it. But I do want to get all of the versions for all of the members. And then we have the Loser, Lover, Money, and the skateboards, and all of these. I do have more of these, I just have not put them away yet. I think I have maybe like a Hinenkai and a Subin, and then I have another version that isn't opened yet, because I accidentally bought another one, and then I bought those separately, and it's a mess. But I'll have a lot of those. Hopefully I just won't have dupes. I love the glitter concept so much, that's why I put it first. I love it way more than the skater concept, but like the skater concept is great, and it would have been my favorite if it was with almost anything else, but they had the glitter concept, and like how could I say no to the glitter? I don't. And then this is my favorite concept of all time. It's pink, it's instruments, there's a guitar, there's pink drums. Like how was I supposed to say no? This one makes me want to die. That one actually makes me lose my mind a lot. I don't know how I lived through that. I truly have no idea. And then I got that because I needed it. Just kidding, that's the back of Kai's. But I got these because they're just illustrations of the concept I love the most of all time for anyone ever. And I needed it. And we have all for all members for this. And the Good Boy Gone Bad. And then all for all members for the postcards for Temptation. And then I think these were Weaver's Pobs for something. I don't exactly know what. Those are the stickers that came in the album. And this came in with the Shine Together DVD. And that is another Good Boy Gone Bad. I think it's hollow. and I really love it. And I just really love TXT so much, but we got to go to the next binder. I love this binder so much. So this binder is my Woods, Chan, and Sunghowa binder. This is my favorite binder of all time. I will have to like split up this binder. I think Woods has to get his own, and then Chan and Sunghowa will be in their own binder together, but I don't have another binder at the moment, and also I really love all three of these people together so much. This is the binder I look at the most. But like I need new binders anyways, because everything is bubbling. That's worrying. I'm scared of it. But I don't think my room is like humid or anything, but maybe it is. This is my favorite binder of all time, and I truly look at it at least twice a week. But we start with Woods and Equal. And then the Equal Pobs. And we have Whoops. I am mostly complete with Woods. I have one card in Only Lovers Left, and some digipack card, 2 digipack cards, 3 digipack cards, 2 or 3 digipack cards from, oh my gosh, what is it called? From Colorful Trauma. But for the most part, I am all set. I do want one more, but I think I already bought one, so I think I'm good. I think I actually bought 2, so that's gonna stress me out. Only Lovers Left is my favorite setup. I just think it looks so good. This is the one I'm missing, and I need it so bad. He has a hat on in it, and I cannot find it anywhere. It doesn't exist in Japan, it doesn't exist in the US. I can't find it on Instagram. It's literally nowhere. I have been looking since this was, it's so hard. If anyone knows where that missing card is, please let me know. I will literally pay anything. I really shouldn't admit to that, but I will legitimately pay anything for it. Like, it is my last Only Lovers Left card that I need, and I need it. I really need it. I didn't realize I was missing fillers in this, but I will get back to that. So for Colorful Trauma, I have played with this setup so many times. I just did not know how I wanted to set up these cards. But I think the 5 and 4 like look okay. I don't know how much I love it, but like I think it looks good. This is a pop. Most of the middle ones are pobs. I am missing one of the blue hat ones for the digipack, and one of the sunglasses ones for this version, the pink sweater version. I thought I bought it. I didn't get scammed, but it was under a different name, and they gave me a different one. It was a MixC card, but they said it was a digipack card. But they also said it was a Soundwave card. But the picture was a Soundwave card, but the description said MixC card, or no, the description said digipack card, but they sent me a MixC card. It was one I didn't have, but like I spent too much money. I spent way too much money. I think it was this card. I spent so much money on a MixC card that I could buy for $10. But whatever, it's totally fine. I'm totally not mad at all. But Colorful Trauma, I love Colorful Trauma. These are all the pages for the new album. I do have all the cards. I just have not put any of them away. And these are the Woods Ames collab. I don't do collabs for him. I don't really do collabs for anyone. I don't like collabs. I think they're kind of annoying. But, you know. Here is the start of my Chan collection. I do collect all album cards for Chan, and all of the units that he's in, and sometimes Japanese cards. I do eventually want to collect all of his Japanese cards, but like it's just not a priority right now. Right now I'm buying pobs, honestly. I shouldn't be doing that. But I'm buying pobs. So this will change as soon as all of the pobs that I bought came in, and I just want to get as many as possible. I do not have the split by era. I think eventually I do want it to be split by era. I mean, it is split by era, like this is Ordinary into Maxident, but I think I don't want to have Maxident on a page with Ordinary at all. But for now, this will have to do. This I also have by mostly Outfit, but I really like it. Everything about this is so, 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 so good. And then we get into 5-star, which 5-star I'm going to have the most of, but I do not have most of them with me right now. So, we will figure that out later. Here's the Japanese cards. This is a nmixx card. I thought it was an album card for so long. No, wait. I don't actually know what that's from. I think it was from a Japan. I don't know. But on the back is the nmixx card. This is the nmixx card. And then this was a D-icon card that somebody sent me. I finally bought the Lino and Chen unit. It's finally on the way. I've been trying to buy it for so long, but it's been like impossible for me to find. I've looked everywhere. I wouldn't have bought any of these if I didn't buy this one first, but like how was I supposed to say no? So now I have all of them. And now I have all of his units as soon as the other ones come in. I'm just kind of waiting for 3 more units, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But it will eventually. But that is my small Chen collection. I love it. I love him. And my sunghoon collection is the rest of the binder. And I love this collection. I really made sure to try to make it the best I can make it. And so I have all of his album cards. I do not collect his Japanese cards, but I do collect a lot of his pops. Yes, it is expensive. It's so bad. It's awful. It's really bad. But I love him. So it's okay. I want to switch those, but I will do... No, I can't switch those. That's why I can't switch those. Why did they do that? Oh, they hate me. That's why they did that. Okay. I think I have a card coming for this era anyway, so that's why there's a blank space, but mostly because I had a space from a completely different era there, and that was my bad. I didn't realize for like months. But I finally figured it out and was like, oh no. I do want 3 more cards, preferably 3 more pink cards, but obviously the pink cards are impossible and expensive, and I just cannot be doing that. I do have more cards for the world coming up, or for movement. Yeah, the world movement. I have my 3 ID cards. I collected Hongjoong, Seonghwa, and Wooyoung's. I think I just pulled all of Wooyoung, so that's how I chose how he would be there. And we're gonna ignore that page because I don't collect Hongjoong, and I will never collect Hongjoong, and I couldn't help. I had to collect Hongjoong. I had to for that era. I was weak for one era, and I will never be weak again. It will never happen ever again. I swear. But we'll get back to that in a couple binders from now. Look at how cute he is. I love him. And then these are all of the pages for the things that haven't come in yet. I actually have a lot of the cards, but I'm still waiting on a couple group orders. Not for any album cards. I think I'm just missing 2 album cards, but I'm mostly waiting for POBs, and I just want to put everything away together, so I'm waiting. This is for a Japanese release. What is that? Paradigm? I just wanted 3 of them because he looked so good. The light stick. And then these were 3 POBs that I just need to find a place for them. They don't quite fit with the pages, but they don't not fit. So I will eventually find a page for those 3, but I also didn't want to just put them on a separate page, empty and ugly, so I put them over here because I had space. This is for the first 3 travel packages. I think that's Chicago, New York, LA. I think. Yeah, Chicago, New York, LA. And then these are... I don't know where they're from, but it's 1, 2, and the 3rd one is so cute. And he's wearing a bandana. And I've only seen it once, and it was like $80. So we'll see if I ever get that card. But this card is very special to me, so I had to get that. But then I was like, oh, I might as well get the rest of them, because the other 2 were cheaper than Chicago. I don't know how that works, but it does. But that's the end of this binder. This is my favorite binder, and I love it so much. And honestly, it gets caught on this every single time. That I usually have washi tape on it, but it didn't get caught on it at all. So I'm just going to be very careful putting it back. Okay, so this is the next binder. I'm not going to lie, I hate this binder. I hate this binder so much. It's my large inclusions binder. I don't want this binder, but I don't know what to do with the large inclusions, and I always find myself collecting them and then being like, what do I do now? But, you know, I don't know. But it starts off with an OT7 set of enhypen, and then I think this was Heesung from Memories, and then there's a Jungwon merch card. I just didn't know what to do with them, so I kept them. This is from their season's greetings. And then the group bookmarks from Carnival. And some more enhypen. These groups are not in any particular order. I think it's literally just how I had them in a stack, and I just put them in and did not think about it. These pages also get stuck on here more than anything. I also hate these bookmarks so much because all they do is move around. But I don't know what else to do with them, so we have these. Some Niki. I do collect Sunghoon, and I used to collect Niki, but I do not collect Niki anymore, unfortunately. I'm really sad about that, but I do collect Sunghoon still. I wish I could still collect Niki fully, but I can't do 2 members at the moment. Enhypen's a lot, but I can always go back and get Nikis. But I also wanted to do a 3rd member, but I couldn't choose a 3rd member, so that's kind of why I gave up. And I only have 5 members for this, but I don't know if I'll ever go back and get those. We will find out. Almost everything in here are pulls. I just really love them. For this era, Niki loved me so much. He was calling me out for not collecting him all of a sudden. Because this is the first era that I didn't collect him, was for Dark Blood. And just don't know what to do with that. I will eventually probably collect him. And then we go into Itzy. Itzy doesn't have a lot of large inclusions. I mostly keep them in the, I guess, in the albums if I have them at all, but some of them I wanted to keep in here just because I could. And Itzy, I do collect Rujin. And their posters fit in here perfectly for Checkmate, so I thought I had all 5, but I guess I don't. Maybe one day I'll go get the 5th one, but I do have a signed Rujin. I was very lucky that I could pick the signature for that. That was incredibly lucky, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have gotten it at all. I probably would not have tried. Just like a random signature. I love her. I love her so much. And then random ateez inclusions. They also don't really ever have large inclusions, so not that bad. These postcards I'm obsessed with, but they don't quite fit these pages. They go out a little bit, but I will survive, I guess. I do have sunghoas, I think. I guess I didn't put it in here yet. I'll figure that out. We have some large 17 inclusions. I think this was actually my first pull of all time. For any, well, not for any group. For any group that wasn't BTS. That was my first pull. And I was very happy. I do collect woozi for 17, if you can't figure out by how many woozi things there are. Look at this Joshua, he's so cute. So for these, I needed this bookmark. I think I pulled this bookmark. I needed this bookmark because he's in a green sweater, and for some reason that was really important to me. I definitely bought a green sweater because of this green sweater. I needed this one because Scoops. I needed this one because Hoji. And this one because of the bookstore. I love that bookstore. I didn't know Mingyu was in front of the bookstore until I saw it randomly, and it was like $2, and I was like, mine. I probably didn't need to pay $2. I probably could have paid less, but oh well. A lot of large inclusions. Obviously, Busoksun. And then woodz large inclusions, colorful trauma. That's apparently it. I do have all of the postcards for the new album as well. I just haven't put them in yet. So it is what it is. And then we have everything for Stray Kids. And I do just collect OT8 for the postcards, but I don't know where these went, so I guess I have to rebuy those. They were there, but I haven't been able to find them in months, so maybe I accidentally got rid of them. But here is the rest of Stray Kids. I do collect OT8 of all the postcards as well. I have an idea of what I want to do with these postcards, but that involves like buying a whole nother binder. And I just don't want to right now. So maybe in the future. It is a cool idea, but also like the logistics of like how much space is it actually going to take up, because the binder I'm thinking of doesn't hold that many pages, so like I might be able to just get the 3 total. I do have that. I just haven't put it away, or maybe it's in a Mercari order. I really don't remember, but I do have it. He was the only person I didn't pull for the postcards. And we have oneus right here. I don't really collect oneus photo cards or albums anymore, but I'm keeping everything that I have. And we have the boyz, which again is also a very casual. I buy their albums sometimes, but not every time. And I don't have a bias, so it doesn't really matter. And then we have xdinary heroes, also casual. And P1 Harmony, same thing. And we have got7. I think this actually came from like a DVD or something, but I do have that set. Just look at that. All of these. Day 6, an astro, and this because I didn't want it hurting it, but I didn't want to take it apart. But that is the end of the large inclusions binder. It is a mess. I hate this binder. I don't know what to do with this binder. I wish this binder would leave me alone, but also I want to keep the inclusions because I love the photos. So I don't know what to do with it. So it's just going to stay awful. But let's go to the next binder. So this is where I have to start explaining what I collect, how I collect, everything with to do with that. But we'll just move this to the side for now and get into this first binder. So this is my Stray Kids binder. I always collect group cards or unit cards first in everything, and then I do everything by age order. So the whole thing with my collection is I don't get rid of any card that I pull for any member unless it's a dupe. So everything that I have, this is like all my pulls. But we do start in age order. Obviously I collect Jan, so he's not here. But these are just how I know how many cards I collect for each member and how lucky I am to get to pull with who. Like I pulled Lino's whole entire set, including his Barnes & Noble and his Target. He loved me. Which was funny because Chan did not. His Changbin. I love these cards. Hyunjin, who wants me dead because he never lets me pull him. So we'll go to the other binder and do the other 4 members. So here's the start of Jisung. I would love to have all of these in one binder. I just don't think it would look good in a 9-pocket. Like I just think that each member just doesn't have enough cards for it to be in a 9-pocket, but then again, like if you look at like Felix, like he would have 3 straight pages. But I just also am like, am I gonna waste an entire 9-pocket on that? Especially when I know for a fact like Hyunjin would only have 1 page. Because again, he hates my guts. Like this wouldn't be a full 3 pages. And actually, Jungin would have a lot. But I couldn't help myself. I did not pull that card. I bought it. Maxident was a hard time for me in the Jongin department, and then 5-star, he just didn't exist. But, you know, we'll just get to the next binder. And the next group. And the next group, of course, is ateez. For some reason in my head, ateez and Stray Kids are the same. They're equal, they're even, they have always been like an even playing ground for me, and I always have to put them together in my head. But we start with Hongjoong because, like I said before, I don't collect him. You're not going to believe me with how many cards he has in this binder. He definitely has the most out of everybody, but I don't collect him. I really genuinely don't. I know this is not helping my case, but I don't collect him. Oh, I also forgot to say, I do have all of the cards for the new era. I just haven't put any of them in. I'm just want to do it all at once, and I just haven't done it. I'm still waiting for some cards, so here's Yosan. I was so lucky. Yosan came home so many times. So lucky about that. And San. I pull San all the time. Like almost 24/7. I think he was my most pulled member for the newest era. And I can't really complain about that. He is San. Like, what am I supposed to say? The Minky, who I either pull him a lot or I don't pull him at all. He is very hot and cold. Wooyoung. I did think about collecting Wooyoung at one point, and then I decided I only wanted to collect one member. So I didn't end up doing that, but I would love to. I would love to collect OT8, but I just cannot do it. And then Jongho, I love him. I love him so much. Like, look, I love him. Like, same. I love him. Look at that. I had so many of his cards. And then we just have some non-album things. Don't really know what they're from. Oh, all from Wonderwall. This is from the Fellowship of the End DVD. And this is from the Fever Dear Diary photo book. I love them. But we can go to the next group and the next binder. And the next binder is enhypen, but it's technically Sunghoon and Niki. But up until Dark Blood, I did collect both members. In Dark Blood, I decided to collect only Sunghoon because he is my bias. And Niki, I honestly only started collecting him because I found his set for his first one, and I just thought it looked really good together. And I really liked it. I don't know what I'm doing with this page. I have no idea. I need to figure that out, but I cannot figure it out. Dimension Dilemma. I do think all of these cards look really good together. I cannot find the Sunghoon photo anywhere, but I needed this one, so I had to get it. So that's on me. I think it was really easy to collect the two of them, but maybe that's just me. I do have like some Weverse Pops in here, some Lucky Draws, but I just think that the cards look really good together. But I did have to drop Niki, unfortunately. But, I mean, I did get rid of 2 cards there. I just don't know what to put there either. This collection is very confusing to me. I never know what I'm going to do. I just have one more message card for the entirety of Dark Blood. And then I will be complete with this. I do have this, I think, somewhere. I'm pretty sure. I might not, but I think I do. And then I also did Japanese cards for some things. Because how could I say no to like blonde Sunghoon, and then there was blonde Niki, and like I love idols with blonde hair so much. And I just think they look really good. I also did get this card as well, so that is also on the way. And then this is for memories. I have not gotten Sunghoon's memories for this year just because they're selling it for... They're very expensive. And it's just not a high priority thing. But I will eventually get his other memories for step 2. And then we get into all of the rest of the group. They do fit in one binder. I am going to have to split them up soon, but they do technically fit in one binder with all the group cards. Start with that. And then Dark Blood. And Jungwon. Jungwon is probably my least. I think I pull him the least. Heesong. I love him. There was a point where I wanted to collect 3 members, and I would have just kept Niki, and then Sunghoon, and then a 3rd member. But I could never decide who the 3rd member would be, because it was truly between, I think it was Jungwon, Heesong, and Sunwoo. But then I was like, why not Jake or Jay? Like, why not? But like, I can't collect OT7, so like, I have to only do one. I have to be a little bit responsible, a little bit. I'm trying to be. I'm not, but I am trying to be. Just not my strong suit. But like, how can you say no? I don't know. I won't be collecting more members. I really won't. But like, look at, okay. And then here are the Niki pulls for Dark Blood, because all of a sudden, I pulled him all the time. Like, I had 6 pulls of his, without even trying. I didn't pull him much at all, I think, in Manifesto, but, you know, now, the second I decide not to, he said hello. And then we have the first Manifesto Pops, and the second Manifesto Weaver Shop Pops, and then the Dark Blood Weaver Shop Pops. I think these are Weaver Shop, are they not? I don't know. And then these, I think these are also Weaver Shop Pops, but like the clear cards. And then these are the random DVD pulls that I have. Jungwon from the fan meeting, Jay from the Manifesto in Seoul tour, and then Heesung's memories and Sunwoo's memories. And look at that. I love people's DVD cards, but like, I can't collect DVD cards anymore. I can't. So I love my pulls all the time. Okay, so this next binder is my woozi, Ryujin, itzy, sserafim, and Eugene's binder. I think that's everyone who's in here. I hope I didn't forget somebody. I am gonna split up this binder because it is very full. Woozi's gonna get his own binder. Everyone else is gonna keep theirs. But I don't actually collect woozi. As hard as that may seem to believe. I don't actually collect woozi in full. I love him. I think he's incredible. I say that as I'm looking at like all the pops that I have. I love him, but I don't collect him. Because there's just so many cards, and I just do not have the patience at all. But I needed this one. Pink-haired woozi is my favorite thing on all of Earth. I just really love him a lot. And then we have his DVD cards from Miscellaneous DVDs. And then we have Ryujin, who I never know what to do with this collection. I love her. I want to be collecting her. I never know what to do. But then her cards are always so cute, so I always just go through with it. But I never know. That being said, I did buy all of her cards for the newest release. So I guess I'm not stopping anytime soon. But then we just have the light stick. I don't actually know what this is from, but she looks so pretty, and I was like, I need it. Yeah, I needed it. And then that was also light stick. And this was one of the No Bad Days September. And then I have one page of No Bad Days. I did technically have the whole set at one point, but I got rid of all of them and just kept my absolute favorites. And honestly, I might decide to get rid of one more just so I can have this on the same page, but I'm not in a rush. Then we have the other members. When I first became a fan, I thought I was double biased with Region and Leah, so I have a lot of Leah cards. I'm not double biased, but like I had to keep all the cards. I do have cards for the other members for other eras, but I have them up for sale just because, again, I don't know what I'm going to do with Itzy. I'm not really sure what I should do, but I might just put them back in this binder, and if somebody buys them, they buy them. If they don't, they don't, because they're not selling anyway, so it's not really a priority for me. Then we have New Jeans, and I just keep the sets that I pull. I don't have a bias in New Jeans, so I just always get the group versions and love them as they are. And then the Sserafim. I also don't have bias in the Sserafim, but I had to buy these two cards. These are all my pulls. I typically only buy one version per release. This one I bought two, but then I needed these cards, so, and I got them for really cheap on Pokemarket, so that is the end of that binder. And then we go into the 17 binder. I only recently put these in order, so if something is out of order, and also there's no fillers because I ran out, but if something isn't out of order, just let me know. I was like double checking everything, and I'm convinced I have a lot of things wrong, so it should be age order, it should be album order. If it's not, it's not. June is not a fan of me. I've only had 3 pulls in my entire life. And then, I mean, I've only had 4 pulls here, so. I don't have a ton to say about 17. I love 17. They're one of my favorite groups, but I just. And then we have OTU. I got it in a set on Macari that included the DVD, Woozi's card, which is really all I wanted, and Mingyu's card, and it was really cheap, honestly. I think the whole thing was maybe like $40, $45, and I was like, that's worth it, so I bought it. And then the OT13 set for Be the Sun, which I do have Woozi in here. I also have this card in his section, just because I forgot that I bought it, so I had a double, and I'd already bought the DVD. And that is the end of 17. The next 2 binders are kind of like groups I buy albums for, but I don't collect. Technically, because I don't have a bias, so like the first one is Xdinary Heroes, and I just keep the pulls. Though, I think he is my bias, but I don't know. I haven't figured it out. And then here's the boyz. And oneus. I did at one point collect Hwanwoong, and then I decided to not collect oneus anymore. So I put it all back, and I think I just like it how it is. I don't know if I'm going to keep collecting any of their albums, but that's future me's decision. I don't have to decide anything right now. I did not buy their last one. I think it was Pygmalion. I did not buy it, but maybe in the future. And then P1 Harmony. And then these cards, I don't even buy the albums for these groups, but I saw all these cards on Pokemarket for really cheap, and like I have been seeing this card everywhere, and I needed it. And then like Pink Lily is Pink Lily, and like how was I supposed to say no to Pink Lily? I needed these cards. I'm probably not going to buy cards from either of these 2 members ever again, but I needed them so bad, so I got them. I honestly just needed to get my order up to 40, and I didn't want to buy more Woozi photo cards because it was already more than half my order, so. And then this last binder is the groups that I don't buy the albums for anymore, or inactive groups. It's kind of just a mixture of both. This is Astro. I did have more of theirs. I don't really know where they went, but that's it. I have Everglow. I also had more of those, don't know where those went. The Rose, also had more of those, don't know where those went. Pristin and Pristin V. Day 6, also had more of those, no clue where they went. Kang Daniel, which I want more. This is the only NCT photo card I have. I think I sold the rest, so I do know where they all went, but I needed to keep this card. But now it just looks dumb by itself, so like maybe I'll figure something out. And then superm, I needed to keep those, obviously. And then got 7, which again, I have more, don't know where they are, but I did get rid of the albums, but I saved the photo cards. Kind of regretting getting rid of the albums, but that's, can't do anything about that now. But that is the last binder. So this is not a very pretty picture with anything, but thank you so much for watching this video. I had a lot of fun just looking at all of my cards that I look at all the time. I look at it all the time. I didn't need to film this, but I wanted to. I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Kristen. I'll see you soon in Lots of Promise. Bye!